IT platform-based health interventions have been implemented in many different forms. IT-based health interventions has helped gather information and advice relating to diseases and conditions such as mental disorders, asthma, sleep disorders, hypertension, and cancer. These interventions have helped in leading patients to eat healthier, improve medication adherence, and increase knowledge about their treatment. It's not just internet-based technologies that are helping. There are also mobile technologies, social media such as Twitter and Reddit, and video games that are all serving a similar purpose. They are all trying to engage patients more. IT platform-based health interventions have proven to be helpful, but there are also limitations. These technologies are still not available to everyone in the world, thus creating unequal access. Those in older generations may not be as tech-savvy and might have technical issues with these IT platforms. Some IT platform interventions had poor user interface and thus was not helpful for patients. Some interventions did not have the right content or information needed for the patients. They needed more healthcare professionals to take part in providing these kinds of information. In addition, there were privacy issues, such as oversharing information to third parties. IT platform-based health interventions track a lot more information about a person's health and habits. These kind of informations could definitely be overshared to third parties or hacked into. Lastly, there are also issues with health illiteracy with patients. Patients often believe that they do not have enough knowledge to share their side of the story. For example, there are often discussions on Twitter or Reddit about healthcare. These discussions may require engagement from both healthcare professionals and patients. However, patients might be scared to post something because they're afraid that what they have to share is not knowledgeable enough. Overall, this means that although IT platform-based health interventions has some proof that it is effective, there still needs to be more research on the usability and acceptability of these technologies.
This week's paper talked about the lack of patient engagement, which is a major contributor to preventable deaths. As a result, many patients are encouraged to become more involved with managing their own healthcare, which is where IT platforms come in. Many hospitals, such as Kaiser Permanente, are using IT platforms as a way to enhance patient engagement. These IT platforms are beneficial to the patient as they are able to manage different health conditions by having their own healthcare processes at their fingertips. I personally use Kaiser Permanente's My Health website, which allows me to look at my medical history, communicate with my doctor, and even make an appointment without having to go through so many steps of calling different people and waiting on hold for a long time. Using these platforms allows for the patient to take control of their own health. Having our health accessible at our fingertips brings out the question about how we can use this new technology for preventative health. Michelle Kine, a professor at UCI, developed an inexpensive sensor from a popular children's toy, Shrinky Dinks, which was a disposable respiration monitor that provided high-fidelity readings on a continuous basis. She talked about how using these sensors, you're able to see how much a person is breathing, which was not something you could do with medical-grade devices seen in the hospital today. There are many companies developing products that can be very beneficial to preventative health like these sensors. The goal with these devices is to end symptom-based reactionary medicine, which is to get ahead of these health problems before they become too big to fix. This can only be done if we can develop a way to sort the data that is being collected from these devices.
The paper provides moderately strong evidence that increasing patient engagement leads to positive health outcomes. Applying the science approach to behavioral change can be useful in improving engagement with these treatments. The first step would be identifying the type of behavior. Developing technology to address addiction is to prioritize different forces and technology used for exercise. For example, a platform aimed at increasing medication adherence would need to use the methods of common behavior. According to the approach, community is a priority for addressing a common behavior and should be considered when creating this platform. The paper discussed a platform which used text messages between doctors and patients, which was shown to be effective in increasing engagement. While this added additional strain to the doctors, this is evidence that a community-based approach could be effective. Considering alternate communities, such as within a family, might be useful in creating a platform which can apply to more people without increasing the strain of healthcare professionals.
This week's articles are about using IT platform-based health interventions. According to a research study, the rise of IT platform-based health interventions has also coincided with the increase in patient engagement. From the data, approximately 88% of articles have shown a positive impact on patient behavior. Although the data leads to further questions, the evidence is positive regarding the impact IT platform-based health interventions have on user willingness to continue to look at their own healthcare. UCI biomedical engineers have developed a new monitoring device for detecting chronic pulmonary conditions. Using thin plastic sheets, these inexpensive sensors can detect volume and rate of respiration. This cheap and effective monitoring tool is an important example of how platform-based health interventions have created a behavioral change regarding how people view their own healthcare. As IT platform-based healthcare intervention increases, more and more people will begin to take a proactive approach with their own health. I believe that increasing the amount of resources that are readily available is an important progressive step for making healthcare universal. Inexpensive devices such as the ones being produced by UCR are excellent examples of how healthcare is more accessible for people as a result of the development of new technology.